Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 30th, and today was a really interesting day weather-wise. Started off crazy foggy, like couldn't see my backyard. It was ridiculous how bad it was. I think it rained a little bit also in there. I couldn't tell if it was rain or just super heavy dew and the crazy fog. So got up, got a handful of things done real quick here around the house, nothing major. Decided to see if the kayaks would fit in the new van of mine, and they do. Luckily they fit in there basically the same as they do in the 1-ton, except it's a little bit tighter because I still have the couch slash bed slash bench seat in the back of the conversion van and have not taken that out yet. So they don't have quite as much room as they do in the 1-ton, and to put a bike in there, it would be much more difficult to put a bike in the new van unless I laid it down like underneath the kayaks and stuff up front, whatever. But got them in there, got that all set up, headed up to Ottumwa to do some kayaking, and the plan was to throw in right there in Ottumwa at the hydro and kayak down to Eldon, or maybe a little farther depending on how our paddling went, how the day was feeling. So took off, headed down. Like I said, fog was crazy, so driving up was a little bit slow. Got in the water, headed out greatly, just having a good time. Water's a little rough, water's a little bit weird, but the river's down about 6 inches to 10 inches in the last like couple days, and that makes it crazy muddy on the sides when you're going to pull out to get out, say use a bathroom, that kind of thing. So you pull up and there's no sandbars because the water's high, but it's dropped a little bit, so the side banks where it would have been normally dry to get out was just crazy mud pits. So I got out and got myself muddy. My buddy's like, I ain't getting muddy. He's a giant wuss, is like terrified of mud. So he stayed in the boat, decided to hold it instead of getting out and peeing on the side of the river. Went on down to the next spot, got out to pee again, and I actually sunk up to my knee in mud. It was so gross. I finally got back in the boat, headed on down, having a great time, just chilling out, having just fun, chatting and stuff, looking up little canals and stuff, little tributaries and that, having a great time. And we got down to Eldon, which we were planning on getting out, and basically there's a boat dock there. Did not realize about 10 more yards down was a boat ramp, which we should have used, but headed up against the boat dock, and my buddy was out in front of me. I did get a little bit on video. I don't know how it's going to like clip together and stuff and what all is usable, but my buddy pulls the boat up there, and for some reason, instead of just hanging out on the side of it, like on the river side, keeping his boat straight with the water, he decided to try and back up like on the up river side and turned his boat broadside to the river. And when he did, he sucked a little water in over the bow, and of course that freaked him out a little bit and stuff. And I headed around, down to kind of, in case something went bad, I kind of paddled back around it, trying to get in to hopefully get out of my boat in time to go and help him get up onto the dock, and that did not happen in time. He tried to back up again towards the shore. I was telling him to go around the back side of the dock, and he didn't. He tried to back up like towards the land on broadside of the boat dock, and it sucked the boat under, sucked him under, and he got a hold of the dock luckily real well. As the boat was going down, he was actually able to grab, he got the paddle out, put it up on the dock. Not a big deal there. I missed that. I didn't see that happen. And then he reached out and yelled, "We're losing our cooler." And I'm like, just let the boat go. I kept yelling and let the boat go because I thought he was trying to keep the kayak from going under the dock. And luckily he was able to get the cooler out, which is not a big deal there. Threw the cooler up on the dock. The boat sucked up underneath the dock, flipped over completely full of water. I mean, just pumped full of water with all the water going in. I hollered at him. He was safe. He had a good grip. He wasn't going anywhere. Had life vest on. I went ahead and kind of grabbed the kayak and paddled up next to it and stuff. Kind of started pushing it over. Realized there was a guy in a John boat just out in the middle of the river. I whistled over him to get his attention. He came over, grabbed my kayak for me, and helped pull it up towards the bank. I paddled up behind him, threw my boat up on the water on the bank there, jumped out as fast as I could, grabbed my boat, threw it up on the land, grabbed Terry's boat, that was my other boat that I threw up there, grabbed my GoPro so I wasn't going to not film him. I ran over to the boat dock, which was quite a ways up the hill and back around to it to get to it. And as I was getting there, I could hear him. The guy said, "Hey, basically Terry was good." He was asking if the kayak was safe. The stranger took his phone out of his pocket in case he slipped and fell in trying to pull Terry out of the water, so he didn't lose his own phone in the process. So he went ahead, pulled Terry up, and just as Terry's standing up, I was coming down the boat dock filming it. Got super lucky. It could have been much, much worse. Terry cut his finger up pretty good on one of the cables there in the dock, and other than that, the boat took a beating. A lot of new scratches and scrapes on it and stuff, but overall pretty good. The worst part about the whole thing was 4 cigars got ruined in the process. They were in the cooler and outside the cooler, not inside the cooler for some reason. So they got soaked. They were, just falling apart. They got soaked so bad and beat up. So the kayak was out of the water. The boat was there and stuff. Everything was good. He went over and he decided not want to end the day after a spill like that. So we went ahead and we drained the kayak out, got it all ready to go, put back in and paddled on down to a little town called Selma. Not much farther than that. I don't know, maybe another 45-minute paddle, something like that, maybe an hour. I'm not sure how long we were in the water, but really had a great little paddle from there on down. Everything went good. Got out of the boat ramp there. He kind of overshot it again as he camped there. He got out pretty good. Went ahead, let him get out of the boat first and stuff. Kind of way, then I got up out of my boat. And even when we put back in there at Eldon after his spill, I didn't help him get in the boat. I didn't help him get in the water. I didn't help him put in at all because he's talking about taking trips on his own. And I was like, hey, dude, you got to be able to do this by yourself. I can't always be here if you're going to be out by yourself. And after that dock thing kind of really scared me because he had been by himself. He would have been pretty screwed. I mean, he probably wouldn't have died or nothing. He could have let go of the dock and swam to the shore. He's a decent swimmer, had life vest on. But I have no idea if he ever would have caught his boat again. Like, yeah, kayak would have been gone, most likely forever. So, and upside down like it was, there was only about a half inch or so sticking out of the water. So no boater or anybody would have seen it, unless they came right up on it, stuck in a tree or something somewhere. So that was kind of a life learning experience, but he wasn't hurt. I'm sure he's got some shoulder soreness and stuff from hanging on the side of the dock there a little bit and whatnot. But overall, great day. Absolutely had a good time. Had his wife come down and get us, and of course she got lost in the process trying to find us. Always a fun thing, but finally got that figured out and got back, hung out, had a cigar at the house, shot the shit a little bit, and then headed home and considered it a great day. Even with him going in the water, we kind of laughed it off. We had a good time about it, and it was actually nice and cool for the rest of the paddle down because he was all wet and stuff, and I started getting a little hot out in the sun. So overall, really good day. I mean, super excited about it. Went home, washed the kayaks out there all muddy as hell and that. Got them all washed up and basically threw back in the van, and now I'm here getting ready to go take a shower and call it a night. So you guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.